let's get this started. So we've just started on the 1600 hour, as can be seen by the fact that all of these don't line up at all in any way, shape, or form, because of course they don't. Maria seemed to be the one in the most immediate danger. I appreciate the hint in this case doing a refresh of knowledge we already have. It's not a huge deal, but it's kind of nice. Unfortunately, what we know from the other things is that Kanan might well be fatally injured. It's actually an odd noise for that one. I mean, your memories are pretty well who you are. I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't know if that's an actual fake or not. Usually there's something that kind of is telling, but that there's not something hugely obvious here. Of what relevance is the rooftop? Also, this may just be me as a fat ass, but I would feel immensely... Well, I guess those actually are on blocks. I'd still feel a little bit uncomfortable sitting on those. And the funny thing is, of course, if she had full access to her suite of abilities, she could probably kick his ass. No problem. Ah, so this would be Endo's dad. I rather like question C. But I think B is actually the one that will actually get us more info. Tone. Tone. Wait, I literally missed that. So, I feel like most likely that triple question, triple option there, uh, does fuck all, and they all lead to the same thing until they don't. But the one most relevant to that is, of course, Achi's case. Where did he even get a bottle of water? I suppose he just hit up a vending machine. Wait. Laid out in the back seat. That's, You know, the weird thing is, assuming that is Tanaka, we don't fully know yet. We can assume, but until we see Toyama, we won't... Is it Toyama or Toyana? I think it's Toyama. Until we see him, we won't fully know one way or t'other. Shit. Well, fuck. That's bad news. Although, and this is me entirely being a dipshit here. Why is his shirt changed? He's not wearing the mean green shirt. Or is it mean green? Whatever. He's not wearing the same shirt. Yeah. At first it looked like he had swapped shirts again, but no, it's still just the eco shirt. And it might just be that the lighting is insufficient for it to really show. So we're going to have some level of confrontation with SOS. Possibly. Yeah. Well, that's definitely a bad end. So, where are we going to fix this? Probably Kano. I think he's about the only one that would have a... No, I'm good. Would have a meaningful impact here. Because, like, obviously, well, the gunman with Maria could do it, but I don't think that that's going to be the case. I think the time frame doesn't match up. Yeah. Kano actually appears to not be matching up. Osawa comes in too late. I mean, Minorikawa is really the only one that has feels like it has a chance here. Yeah, bullying is frequently a factor. Yeah, that, interesting. I actually kind of like this as just a kind of little note here. Because it's one of those things of, well, it doesn't tell you more, but it tells you that, well, Norikawa, in this case, still cares. And this version of Toyama was really good. And then, of course, he started fucking up. Now, Minorikawa will likely actually be saved by from this by Toyama. Yeah, when I'm down in the dumps frequently, that's kind of my thing is, well, you need to just say fuck it. This is a pretty classic, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't use glitch. Oh, I guess they used clatch instead of glitch. And it's essentially the same word, so. I was just looking at the actual words themselves. I wonder if this is even going to be a bad end for Murakawa. He was just getting hit in the arm. He was not just getting hit in the arm. It is going to be a bad end. Okay, so we need to change up what we say. It's also possible that we need to change up the prior thing. Our good buddy Kinizuka. Yep. For all that Minorukawa sucks. Okay, so now we're gonna have a bad end for Minorukawa, or at least something that we're not going to need to do. Yeah, see, it's not the fucking mean green shirt. What the fuck? Yeah, after Toyama's assumed death, there's not much reason to not hurry up, or to hurry up to the precinct, or not precinct, the paper. But that means we need to go back to Achi. And it should be the same up until the point where Kiryu arrived. Oh, screw you, game. Yeah, I really wish this had, I mean, I guess because it has so many fucking paths, it can't really do the same deal. It just kinda sucks. But I suspect it might also just be because it was originally like for a console. But of course, Susumu was not as strong physically. So he can't be just the leader by virtue of being physically dominant. If he acted as much of a dumbass as Achi is, he'd have no fucking chance. So he needs strong lieutenants. But that, of course, puts him at risk of changing how SOS it works. Not even at risk anymore. I suspect these do change, but I also suspect that, like, A will get Hitomi just more angry at him? Oh, neat. Oh yeah, I did. Well, the problem with looking up anything that is potentially related to this game is that it seems likely to bring up spoilers if it's not real. And even if it is real, could potentially bring up spoilers. So I've been hesitant to actually look anything related or potentially related to the game up. Well, that latter bit is a little bit positive, but the still being unconscious is worrying. And I'm wondering about that 15-year-old kid. Okay, so Kanan's okay. Ah. So one of the things that I actually do appreciate here is the Nagatacho. And I'm assuming I'm saying that correctly. I'm also assuming equally that I'm saying it incorrectly because that is far more likely. Um. Oh fuck. That last one, Coup Makers, that is fucking accurate. Um. So, that's Stanley. Didn't look like Stanley though. So, that's more than a little bit worrying. Well, it would probably take more than a little bit of English, just on the basis of, just a little bit of English would have provided you with, okay, so he's CIA, but Or at most likely, he's American. That's why he has a gun. Yeah, I suspect the A is just gonna be dramatically incorrect. I still love that the ambassador is apparently John Hancock. Still love it. I also I like that they have multiple pictures of that, and that at various times the card kind of shifts around. Because I also, back when I used a wallet that had anything of the sort, had something like that, and my ID would always fucking shift around, and anything on the edges, you couldn't fucking read it. Which became really bad when, if any of the numbers were important. Yeah. Okay, so this puts Stanley with Achi, which means that they know where at least one of the pair necessary to win this whole goddamn thing. I missed what. Yeah, Stanley's a jackass, but we're fine with that. Um, but that puts one of the two winning pieces potentially in contact. That's distressing. Does does Maria have that blood type? Ah, so that is what Achi is thinking of. Yeah, and said dude's been sleeping, so... Well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Fuck. Well, shit. So that's why Tateno had been saying that. So Tateno had been working with Endo, Achi's dad. At least that's what we can presume at this point. Why, though? But that also puts up a different point. If they can get the DDS out of her, would that still be beneficial to Maria? Right now, the answer seems like a solid, maybe? Damn it, we were about to maybe get some actual information. So Alcarawan is actually kind of letting us know that, yeah, the information that I had figured is accurate. But why the fuck would Tateno do... Oh, motherfucker. I think I figured it out. And I'm gonna state my theory before we get more information. I think Tateno is trying to help his buddy Endo save his daughter because there's two thoughts going on in my head. The first one, I think the more likely one, is that Endo married, what was the name, Katone? The second one, the less likely one, is that she ended up marrying Osawa. And that would put kind of a conflict of interest for him, but also explain a little bit of why the picture kind of looked like Maria and Hitome. Hitomi, not Hitome. But I can't be certain. So, like, I'm kind of waiting on more info. We don't really know what happened with Katone. Which kind of sucks right now, because that's kind of the missing piece. Yeah, should probably give that to her. That's not good news. Well, that's the same info. Well, I'm actually not too sure here. I mean, like, releasing the name would probably help Minorikawa, but it would hurt Osawa and potentially kind of drive Osawa down into his depths. But it might also get Osawa thinking about what he needs to do with regards to having Maria there, with regards to having Hitomi there. Oh god, that's why fucking Tateno was sitting there saying that Maria would hate him. It's not because he'd be killing her sister, it's because he'd also be killing her. Motherfucker. I think releasing the name is good. I can actually relate to that statement a lot. Doesn't matter what I do, I just want to be doing something. I have felt like that a lot. I feel like C is probably the... It's the thing that's going to suck the most, so it's the thing we should get out of the way first. So that feels like the right call. Maybe. You mean the police in Japan aren't just there to beat the poor people? And shoot the poor people? Man, that seems novel. That still freaks me out because of Nanashi no Game. Fucking Christ. Like, it's one of those things of I didn't think that a noise of that type would get me. But holy shit, it does. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, this whole thing's kind of going, man, fucking Kano, god damn it. Kano's gonna end up fucking shot. Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, this whole thing's kind of a shitty situation. Sister? So, I think I'm right on the Tateno thing. I think he thinks that he's helping Achi's dad, helping Suzume. Really? Teaching the martial arts is in return for teaching her cat's cradle? Yeah, I mean, being entirely fair here, most martial arts are more about, you know, if you are facing an enemy with a weapon, the correct answer is run. Which makes sense. I mean, it's one of the reasons why a lot of the, you know, martial arts put a heavy emphasis on cardio. Because if you can run for longer than, you know, whoever's chasing you, then you're good. But of course that doesn't work if they have a gun. So, interestingly, Kano actually kind of hurts us in that case. Maria was almost fully back. I am amused by the fact that so frequently they've used that blimp as kind of a feature. Ah, so that's why. The GPS was not working or not on or something of the sort. And that's what caused her to lose her memory. And at some point in time, she got injected with a virus. Maybe. Ah, so that is why she is so interested in Althard. Yeah, that advice is kind of sketchy, but I mean, from what we have seen of Kanan, it really doesn't matter. Well, I mean, in many cases, it really doesn't matter who gets labeled as terrorists. So it seems a little bit strange, but all of this is happening while Maria has a gun to her head, keep in mind. Planet needs her. That's a weird end. What went on with Kano here? Yeah. I kind of hope the answer turns out to be yes. Because that's exactly what Tateno wants. I do wonder if we'll actually get info on Katone from here. Ah, looks like the answer is going to be yes. I was a little bit worried that the person attacked would be Katone. I realize that my weird affectation I'm adopting is strange for the way I'm saying her name, but I have no idea how to say it. Yeah, that's pretty obviously a lie. Yeah, and hitting him in the shot. In the shot. In the shoulder. Drag the knife along her throat. Which we will... Oh, no, surprisingly. That was not the case. I'm actually a little bit surprised that that was not the case. And so Daisuke was seemingly not the same way because of course he had Achi and Suzune. That's, of course, why he knew Achi. That's why he knew the whole scenario with Hitomi and such. Fuck. Yeah, we know a little bit about that, but I don't know, for some reason I had suspected that she was younger than she actually is. Which doesn't really make it better. I don't know. So this explains a lot with regard to Tenno. He is kind of batshit insane from the word go. And this... At this point, it makes sense why Daisuke is acting the way he is. Yeah, this is all kind of a fucked up situation. I had not realized it would actually end up being so fucked up. Excellent. That's exactly. exactly the person who we want here. Yeah. Do it, Kana. And he missed. Game over. No morals. Actually, I will be right back. So when you mute in OBS, your little faders at the bottom of your volume bar still change a color depending upon what the level of noise you're generating is. And when I stood up, my knee popped so loudly that it clicked. Which is impressive because I actually have limiters and compressors and stuff such that it needs to be pretty fucking loud to, or it needs to be right next to the mic for it to get to that level. So, weird. Wait, what? No. I guess A was what we had before. I don't know why I changed it, if that's the case. Also, I don't know why it's not the same. I know it's not why it's not the same. It's because we're not going to run over Achi now. Sometimes I can remember things. Oh, and there we will run into Hana. This kind of goes along with what a lot of the things kind of say, that, you know, that the taxi drivers talk to each other. Oh, and Osawa will have a jump from here. Yeah, that rolling eyes makes sense. Yeah, interestingly, I think that I think because it does it out character by character, but I keep misreading antiviral, not as like anything negative or anything of the sort, but I keep thinking that there's more eyes than there's supposed to be. Because my brain sits there and sees the TIVI R and assumes the next character is going to be an I, and I have no fucking clue why. But it's happened almost every time we've had antiviral show up that I think that they've fucked it up. And I don't get it. Yeah, again, 500 grand. If you're USD. Yeah, there's a lot of things that don't fully... seem obvious. So this is a bad end from an Orikawa. And indeed, both him and Osawa... Is it Osawa? Both him and Kenji end up killed in this case. Detained at the lab. No, it's fucking killed. But it's gonna be Osawa's thing, not anything I can change with Norikawa's stuff. Yeah, that is a to be continued, so I only have 2 characters to go back and forth between here. They don't know me. Which is kind of impressive if you think about it for somebody that ended up having, 2 kids. Yeah, that's all of Shibuya. very least. Ah. Well, fucked. Well and truly. Yeah. Well, this is just going to end up with him and Morikawa detained. Minorukawa, isn't it? Yeah, Minorukawa. Unless we have some other choice later down the line. This looks like it's going to lead to an immediate bad end. Side? All I'm asking for is a miracle. Yeah, Yeah, I've been in that multiple times that don't fucking happen. Still find it fucking hilarious that Pretty Honey is the former detective. Yeah. It's one of those things of realizing that you're a terrible person isn't ever a fun time, but you know, also realizing that hey, you're trying to safeguard yourself by never putting yourself out there. And so nobody ever puts themselves out for you isn't a fun thing either. And I mean, you know, in some cases there are legitimate reasons, but it doesn't really matter what those reasons are. If you're not putting at least some of yourself out there, there's no way in hell that other people are going to do so. And just because you feel like you're deserved that shit doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Hey, I think that's the second, well, not one of very few typos that I've noticed with the ridiculous length of script. That should be I don't care if I'm out of line. And they got it correct earlier. So it's one of those things of, so fucking what? Yeah. I like, I'm not gonna lie. I really like Kajiwara a lot more. Based off of the interactions with him over the last couple hours in game. Yeah, I'm just not seeing a way this doesn't end in a fucking bad ending for Sawa. Well, he might be able to do something if, that explains one of the reasons why, Kajiwara is... I don't know that sympathetic's really the right word. Eh. The funny thing is those might actually end up being relevant. I'm gonna laugh if that's something that does end up being relevant, but I suspect it might end up taking too much time. Sorry about that. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I rather like that they're actually using the real programs for Windows here. I. Understandable. I still think that DDS from Hitomi is a slim possibility based off the fact that they have different blood types. Presumably have different blood types, based off the fact that killing Maria wasn't an option. I hate that we have to start this so early. Yeah, we don't get the possibility of just... fuck. This one's the worst one so far, because it's like 6 slow screens. Why do I keep looking at that when I know I finished it? I'm just gonna put its lid back inside it, so that I finally stop looking at it. Good old dumbass and dumbass. Being driven by dumbass. So I suspect the information that we released that is going to be Naka will actually help Minorikawa as far as finishing off this stuff. I thought it was actually going to come up earlier, but apparently not. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, that's always a good thing to remember. Work's work because it sucks. It's tedious. Oh yeah, we've actually, God, it's not really Takarada financing. Now, I'm not real sure which one the, correct answer is going to be, but it appears that that one might be the correct answer. That's the most useless fucking criticism. Ah, so that's where the debt started. Yeah, this is the start of it all going poorly for Fuyama. But I do have to wonder what the deal is with his ex-wife. On the other hand, it might be that she had the same last name as Morikawa, and Anna took her name when the divorce happened. So it's all just practice. But, I mean, it's also all just kind of picking on Chiaki right now. kill his daughter, or worse. Now, I don't remember there being any choices there. Nor do I remember there being any choices with Kano. I guess there had to have been a choice with Kano. So I guess this does change things. So... we want to not go to the hospital. Wait a second, is that actually saying that he has 2% battery? Fucking Christ, Kano. Yeah, eventually it'll get me back to the same thing, but with, a better deal as far as Minorikawa is concerned. Maybe he will have to sign that. That's interesting. I am curious about what the fuck happened with Toyama, though. That... fuck you, game. Okay, now. Now, when he runs out and gets onto the... yeah, now we should be on the same deal. Yeah. And Hana won't be here. So that's good. Honestly, though, sometimes just straight up rewriting something, the entirety of what you wrote, gets you kind of through your writer's block. I've done that for essays and such. And for the one... trying to think of what the fuck it was called. Short story I've got published. But it was in a really, really, like, mid-level. Not even mid-level. It was in, like, a fucking shitty amateur's damn thing. I got paid all of like $200 for it. But hey, at least I got paid. More than what happens with a lot of the things. Yaki pulling a cheery. Yeah, that's actually a good point. It demonstrably did not hit fucking max volume. Fuck you, game. I'm pointing, but because my camera's kind of high, it doesn't do anything. So that makes it obvious to these people that it was not Toyama. And Hana was mistaken. To be continued. Now, if I had gotten started at my normal time, we would be continuing. Since there's only 4, and even if it takes a bit, I'd be fine. But that's not doable for me right now. 2 hours puts it at an untenable time frame for me. So I do apologize. But that is it for me.